Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Hi guys. Happy Easter. Today is the 1st of April 2024 and we're still in that Easter spirit. Thank Jesus Christ. However, meet my new pigeon, young Burgie. He's just starting to develop his flying wings. He has been able to fly from his bird nest, where it is, to that house with the red roof in the foreground. So this is my capture of him just recently, in a few last days. Oh well. We got Birdie enjoying his wheatie. But he's growing, he's starting to fly. But he's still landing on the ground. He needs to be landing on the tree. But that's this little house. Oh my god, beautiful friends. It's really growing, but he needs a little bit more. Growing a little bit more to continue his journey. And I guess he's gonna just take off to be like his friends up above, to just call around for a feed. That's a little buddy. Hey mate. He flies. But like I said, unfortunately he lands on the ground instead of landing on a tree on top of the roof, where he needs to be, away from the prying eyes of the cats. But he's alright. He's pretty tamed. He eats well. Basically, what are we talking about? What is today all about? It's the Easter weekend, of course. What happens in the Easter weekend? What's the real true story behind the Easter story, sweetheart?
Jesus died on a Friday and he was resurrected on the third day, which is on a Sunday. That's why we celebrate Easter, the resurrection.
Basically, it's the story of God who gave up his life with a statement that his death, his sacrifice, give rises to our own mortality and our own existence of life. Today's the 1st of April, of course, and we're still in that Easter spirit, being Easter Monday, of course. So what is the basic moral of Easter again? It gives hope. Now that we're in that perfect time of life, we're living in that hope. When Jesus rises from death again, you and I can also rise from what situation we're in. We could be caught up in all sorts of situations, whatever your personal situation could be. It could be a marriage breakup. Yes, the resurrections of your marriage. It could be a financial breakthrough. Perhaps you've been bankrupt or facing issues with rent and mortgages and whatever the case may be. This is the time to say, God, you died for all this. You gave up your life so we can have this abundance of life.
Absolutely. Always a reminder every year to Christ's resurrection is also for our life to resurrect from the old to the new. So every year we can use that philosophy, if that's what we call it, to say, well, change some things in my life. And Easter is a great time to do that. Just like the death of Christ, the death of your old life, to the resurrection of Christ, to a new ways, just like a shift of paradigm. Change the way you were living before to the way you're living now. If you want something to improve in your life, I can add on to Easter.
So the application of understanding of taking metaphorically what Jesus has done, that we can apply to ourselves, that we can rise to life in whatever occasions we face in life. The metaphor of the Easter weekend, that it can die, but if we believe that it's dead, it's definitely dead, gone. But if we take some of those self-belief and say, no, Jesus died and he rose again. In that sort of understanding, whatever that we may have given up, somewhere along the line, we can resurrect it, as long as we don't get into this blame game. I blame this for making it happen. I blame that, blame the government, blame the wife or the husband. The reality of the resurrection of whatever that is that you might be facing can become your true reality. So in maybe closing in this video, what's the purpose of the pigeon? Well, the pigeon is the closest thing that I could have that God has provided to the story of Noah, when the flood has receded, a dove came to bring good news to Noah. Well, my pigeon, I look at it in a very similar sort of fashion. The pigeon has arrived, and actually the young pigeon in this video fell off the tree where they were nesting, and it can't fly because it's a baby, and all it needs is me to give it its flying wings, and hopefully he will fly. He is flying, but the problem is he's flying and landing on the ground instead of looking for a tree to land on or land on the roof, which is safer than landing on the ground. So we're getting there to get him, to give him that freedom to go and join the rest of the pigeons that we have around our property here. And as we close, again, Easter, and sorry, that story of mine telling off my pigeon is very similar like the Easter story. There is hope. There is hope. Like this young pigeon, there's hope. Finding me to nurture it before he can get his flying wings and go and enjoy the freedom of being a pigeon. But I think to a certain degree, this pigeon, this one here we got, is starting to get a bit more attached to being, looked after. Because every night we bring it inside and put it in the box, cover the box up and make sure he's safe. Until the morning, we put him in his little outside cage to enjoy some of the scenery and stretch his wings.
There is always hope. There is always a way. Anything is possible. So have a look at it in that way, in the Easter resurrection, that if Christ came back to life from death, then you can come back from whatever situation you are in. That could look very gloomy, dark. There is light at the end of the tunnel. There is hope.
Absolutely.
Always hope.
Absolutely. We always got hope. As long as we got breath in us, we got hope. The only problem when it's over, when we're 6 foot under. God forbid we get there too early. But right now, enjoy life. Have a happy Easter. Subscribe to my YouTube video. And there are links down the bottom there also. You can test some of these products that I promote. They're actually for generating income. Great income. And I'm sharing that understanding also because I'm practicing in that environment. I'm looking forward to this environment that with cryptocurrencies to be our primary income. It's taken nearly 2 years to reach the stage where we can rely on that income alone. We're getting very close. And give thanks to the one of Easter who provides all that understanding and meaning to continue to go through the goal that we had set for ourselves way back in 2000 to where we are today, 2024, 24 years later. But once again,
bye for now. Till see you again on Stephen Affor's next video.
Bye for now. Stephen Afford, creating fortunes for the future. God loves you. We love you. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.